Okay, so you're able to see my screen, right? So
Yeah,
last class we had seen something like how we can create data frame and series with the help of Panda, and then we were looking into a data set which is available in Seaborn library, and we had loaded it and we had seen few command like head command, tail command, describe, right? Sample, index, column, how we can look at different category, means numerical and categorical variable, right? What are the statistics we can look upon, right? With the help of Panda, we were going through it. So today we will be going through something called as slicing. Okay, slicing, slicing of data. So in this, we have two functions. Okay, one is iloc and another one is loc lock. Okay, so iloc is based on the integer index. Okay, and lock is based on the user defined index. Okay, so for example, let me run this data set again. This library and this one Titanic and this TNC. Okay, so I have my data set now in TNC. Okay, now I want to see index tnc dot iloc. Okay, I want to see my data from 2 to 11. Okay, so this is based on the index. Okay, so for example, okay, so this is my complete data set, right? There were 891 observation, that is 891 rows and 15 columns are there, right? So I want to subset my data based on the index integer from 2 to 10. Okay, so I will get an output from 2 to 10. 11 will not be considered, right? In integer we do, in index we don't consider the upper boundary. So we got 2 to 10 observation here, all the observation here, right? Now if I want to see something like column as well. Okay, so we already know like the first part is of row and the second part is of column, right? So for example, if I write tnc.idoc, okay, and then 2 to 11, comma, suppose I want to see from third column till 11th. Okay, so I would be writing something like this. So I will be getting the data between that two range only. So this would be my row filter and this would be my column filter. Okay. In column also, we will not be getting the 11. So there would be only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there were not, I think, 9 or 10 rows or column are there. Let me see. Okay, I am taking it from 3, right? So 2 are gone from there. So that's why we got 9 only. Okay, now for example, I can also write something like this. Okay, tnc.iloc. Suppose I want row from 2 to 11. Okay, and I want all the columns starting after 3. Okay, so I can give my upper boundary as blank as well. So I will get all the column after the third column. Okay, so that also we can do it here. Okay, now coming to the log function. So how we have to write this dot loc, and here we have to just pass it like 2 to 11. Okay, so we will be getting the output like this. Okay, so this will be a user based output. Okay, not that index based output. Okay, so can you tell me like what is the difference between these two you are finding in the output?
Lock means we are getting upper bound value also.
In log, correct, exactly. So if you see in LOC, you will see like it is from 2 to 11, everything is getting printed because here we don't know the exact integer. It is based on the user defined. Okay. But here we are passing it from an index perspective, right? So the upper boundary is getting neglected, right? Which we have seen in while doing creating the data structure when we were doing it, right? Okay. We can write the syntax like this also. Okay. Loc, then from 2 to 11, comma. Now my columns are something like survived, right? Survived, and it is going till alone, right? Going till alone, right? Going till alone. Okay. So I can write something like this as well. Okay. I can directly go and define my column. Okay. I can directly go and define my column as well. Right. For example, if I take survived, okay, colon, and suppose I want till DECK. Okay. I can write it like this also. Okay. I can get an output like this also. So either we can write the index or we can directly write the column name as well. Okay. Suppose right now I'm taking range. Right here I'm taking range. Now I just want like survive, age, and fair only. Okay. So that also we can do it. How we can do that? Loc. Okay. Then give your row range and then you can pass your column. You can pass your column. Okay, for example, I want survived. Okay, then I want age. Then I want fair. Suppose I need these three columns. Okay, so I can write it like this also inside this square bracket. Okay, if I run this, I will be getting row from 2 to 11 and only these three subsetted columns. Okay, only these three subsetted columns. Okay, now we were discussing about the numeric variable and categorical variable. Okay, so in the complete data type, in the complete data set, right, this is my complete data set. I have categorical variable, I have numerical variable. Now I want to subset only the numerical variable. Okay, now I want to subset only the numerical variable. Okay, so how we can do that? So we had seen something like D type, right? Last class we were discussing about the D type. So what we have to do, we have to write PNC dot select D type, okay? Select D type, and then we have to pass include, right? Remember, we were passing include, and inside include we have to pass number, right? We have to pass number. So in this way we will be getting all the numerical column, either number or integer also we can pass. Okay, so this way we will be getting, okay, here number has not came, so there would be integer. Okay, we have to pass something like integer. Okay, like how we were passing it here, right? So that, so we'll be getting these. Okay, number also should work with small. Yeah, so we have to write this as a small letter. Okay, we have to write this as a small letter. Okay, got it? How we can subset the columns. Okay, and for categorical column, it would be object and category, right? It would be object and category. So like how we were looking into this object and category in the last class, right? Object and category. So if we want to subset that, then we have to pass tnc dot select the type root to copy so that we get the exact thing. Okay. Category and object are the categorical variable here. Okay. Like this we have to pass it and we have to run. So we will be seeing all the categorical variable. Okay. Now in this only, now if I want to see, for example, I want to have only 10 rows of observation. Okay. Now I am getting this for a complete observation, right? All the rows 91. Now how we can apply log function here? I just have to put LOC. Okay, I just have to put LOC here. Okay, and then pass the index position. For example, 2 to 10 I want to have it. Okay, 2 to 10 I want to have it. So I can go and run this. Okay, so I will get only 2 to 10 here. Okay, this way we can subset the row as well. Okay, other way, other filter conditions. Other filter condition that we have is, for example, we have a variable. Suppose we have a variable p class. Okay, suppose we have a variable p class, and we are seeing like it is basically a categorical variable, right? You are seeing here a number, but it has a level. Okay, you can see like 1, 2, 3, some kind of level we have, right? And I want to filter the data only for the third class, only for the third class. So P class is something, the class the passenger were traveling, right? So first class passenger was traveling, second class passenger was traveling, third class passenger was traveling, right? Now I just want to see for the people who are traveling in the class. Okay, so if I write tnc dot p class my variable name, okay, and equal to 3, okay, so it will give me the output wherever it will find p class as 3, p class 3 condition, it will give me the output of boolean, right? Whether it is true or false, right? We will be getting an output of true and false. Wherever it will find 3, it will give a return as true. Wherever it will find first and second class, it will return as false, right? Now if I want to see my data point, okay, now I want to see my data point, means all the observation, I want all the column to be present, not only this output as true and false, right? So for that, what we can do, we can pass complete data set. So tnc is our complete data set, right? And then we can pass loc, okay, log function, and then I can put this condition inside this. So tnc dot p class equal to, so for filtering we are putting two equal to bracket, means two equal sign, then I can do it. So I will be getting the complete data wherever we are having p class as 3. Okay, wherever we are having p class as 3. Okay, okay. Now for example, we want to have two condition, for example. Okay, we want to have two condition. So this block, and if we want to write, for example, I don't want to use this lock, okay, so we can directly also use like something tnc, okay, tnc, and just pass our condition, then also it will work. Okay, then also it will work. So for example, I am writing uh, tnc.p class, tnc.p class equal to p. Okay, so this also will be giving me the same output, because we are not in LOC, we are also not subsetting our data set, right? So we got the complete. Now if I want two conditions to be present, okay, for example, my p class should be 3, and okay, and let me see, okay, and my one column, that is who, should be man. Okay, here is one column as who, man and woman, right? Man, woman, child, right? So I want two conditions to be passed here. Okay, so that way, to filter the data based on two conditions. So how we can write that? So TNC, we will give TNC, that is our complete data frame. Okay, and inside that I need two conditions. Okay, inside that I need two conditions. So if we are doing one condition, so I can give a small braces. Okay, this one I can pass it. I can pass a small braces here like this. Okay. Okay. But when we are subsetting the data set, right? So if there are two conditions, we have to take a square bracket. Okay, so that's the reason I'm taking a square bracket. Okay, and now I have to pass two conditions here. Okay, and now I have to pass two conditions. The first condition is tnc dot p class equal to 3. Okay, this is my first condition, and my second condition is enc dot who. So this is my column, right? Equal to, as this is categorical variable, right? As this is categorical variable who, so we have to put it in inverted commas to write man. Okay, so wherever these two condition will be fulfilled, okay, we are putting and, so wherever these two condition will be fulfilled, then only we will be getting that set of data, that set of data point. Okay, so wherever we are having class 3 and who is equal to man, we are getting the output. So we have filtered the data based on that condition. Okay, and if you want to have only a subset of observation, then we can go on LOC of suppose 2 to 10. Okay, we just want to have only 10 observation, means 2 to 10 observation. Okay, so in this condition we are having only these two observation. Okay, where p class is 3 and who is equal to 2. Okay, we can pass 3 condition, 4 condition. Okay, n number of condition also we can pass it. Okay, okay, now we are doing we are directly using TNC dataset to do this subset, right? Now for example, I just want to create a dataset. Okay, I want to create a dataset where we have the observation of this condition. Okay, where we have the observation of this condition, for example. Okay, so that also we can use it. Okay, that also we can use it. So how we can use it? We just have to assign it to a new data set. Okay, we just have to assign a to a new data set. So for example, I'm writing tnc equal to subset. Okay, so this condition, all the output of this condition would go and sit into this data set. Okay, so now I will be run this, and if I print this, right? Okay, so based on a condition, I have created a new data set. Based on my condition, based on my requirement, I have created a new data set. Okay, okay. Now coming to So there is no doubt. I don't think in filter or slicing you will be having any doubt. These are straightforward, right? Now coming to like, for example, many a time we see like we have to create new columns based on few condition, right? For example, if we don't have sales, then we have to see like what is the cost of the product multiplied by the quantity that is being sold, right? So we have to create that kind of column in our day-to-day tasks, right? So how we can create columns when we have a data frame? Okay, so the same way, for example, if I create a data set, suppose TNC underscore, I just want from this my TNC data set, I just want suppose 5 observations. Okay, so these are my 5 observations in this TNC data set, right? The top 5. Now just want to have a data frame. I would just want to have a data set where I have these top 5 observations. Okay, top 5 observations. So what I can do, I can create a data set, something like TNC. Suppose I want five, five top observation from my TNC data set. Okay, and then put it like this. Okay. For example, I created like this what we have done at the top. So now I will have the top 5 observation. Okay, we don't have to write the head command for this. Okay, now for example, there is a column survived. Okay, there is a column survived, and I want to modify this column. Okay, I want to modify the column. I want to modify this column based on other variable that are present, or based on the other column that is present in my data set. Okay, based on the other variable that is present in my data set. So how I can do it? So what I will do, I will take this column. Okay, so this is my column, right? Fine. And based on the condition of, suppose, fair divided by age, I want to do it. For example, I'm taking fair divided by age, I want to have it. Okay, I don't want to have 0 1 in this column. I want something as fair divided by age. So how we can do that? Equal to, then tnc dot, I will take my not tnc, I will not take tnc because tnc is my complete data set. I will take hd5. Okay, dot, I will take fair. Okay, take fair divided by, I will take tnc underscore hd5. Okay, dot age. Okay, now this manipulation of this, okay, fair divided by age, okay, will go and sit into survived. Okay, will go into and sit into survive. We are overwriting our survive data set, our survive column. Okay, in tnc underscore hd5 data set. Okay, so you will see a warning. That's okay. Now if I go and see tnc underscore hd5, we will see now we have some kind of decimal or numerical values here, not our discrete value of 0 and 1, right? So it has overwritten it. We have modified our column, right? Okay, now we want to add a column. For example, we want to add a column. We want to add a column, for example. Okay, we want to add a column. So I just want to have a column, okay, where I want to multiply, suppose, fair into age. Okay, fair into age, I want to have a as a new column. So how I can do that? PNC, let's create in PNC only. Okay, suppose new underscore call. Okay, I'm creating a new column. Okay, and I'm giving the manipulation as PNC dot pair. Okay, to PNC dot age. Okay, so this way multiplication of fair and age will give me a new column as new call. Okay, as new call. Okay, so let's see. Let's do this again. Let's PNC dot help 5. Okay, so you will see you're getting a new column here, new call, which is which would be the multiplication of this and this, fair and age. So this way we can add a new column, okay, to our data set. Okay, now there is something as uh, unique and n unique. Okay, unique and n unique. Unique and n unique. Unique and n unique. Okay, and n unique. So what will happen? We have like few of the columns. Okay, for example, P class or who or class, right? They have level, right? They have like uh, if you take class, it is having first, second, third. If you take who, it is having man, woman, child, right? Something like this we have, right? So unique will tell me the level value. Okay, unique will tell me the level value. Okay, in sex we have male and female or any other category also. Okay, any unique we have in our column. Okay, how many unique level are there in our column? For example, if I write PNC dot, do we have something? Okay, we have deck. Okay, we have deck, and if I write unique, UNIQUE. Okay, if I write unique, okay, if I write unique, so it will tell me how many level of data we have. Okay, all the observation in the level. So we have something like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and NaN. NaN would be the missing values. Okay, so we have 7 categories, and these are the different 7 categories we have. Okay, now in the same way, if I want to see, just want to how many category I have, and don't want to see these level of the category. Okay, so what I have to do, PNC dot text dot unique I will write. Okay, n unique. Okay, so if you run this, you will see there are 7 level. Okay, there are 7 level. Okay, 7 level, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 7 levels are there. Okay, so this is unique and n unique. Okay, whenever we want to see the level output, we'll go with unique. Whenever we just want to have the count of level in our column, we will go with n unique. Okay, now coming to sorting of our data set. Sorting of data set or data frame. Okay. So we have a function as sort underscore value. Okay, sort underscore value. Okay, to sort the data set. Okay, so it is something like this will be the same sort underscore value. Okay, then we have to open the braces, and then we have to give the column by which we want to sort it. Okay, so for example, here I want to sort it with 2 columns, for example. Okay, I want to sort it with suppose I want to sort it with P class, and suppose I want to sort it with deck, for example. Okay, So I will be passing those two columns. Okay, p class, comma dec. Okay, so this is coming in the by. Okay, in the by parameter. Okay, after that, which way we want to sort it, whether it is ascending or descending. Okay, so we have to pass ascending equal to whether we want to sort the data ascending wise or descending wise. Okay, so we can pass something like, for example, I don't want p class to be ascending. Okay, I want it in the descending manner. So what we can give here, false. Okay, comma, and I want depth to be ascending. Okay, so I will pass true. Okay, after that there is one very important parameter. Okay, that very important parameter which is called as in place. Okay, what does this in place do? If we put it as false, okay, so by default in place would be false. Okay, so whatever changes we are doing it, so for example my index position was 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, in after sorting my index would shuffled up, right? Okay, so if I don't want to have that permanent change in my data set, okay, I will put in place equal to false. Okay, but if I want to have that permanent change to my data set, I will pass it as true. Okay, so my index position now would be arranged by this sorting criteria. Okay, by this sorting criteria, because I'm writing it as my index position as true, right? Okay, so let me run this. Okay, so now I got this TNC. Okay, so now if I go and see my TNC, okay, for example, I am going and seeing this TNC equal to head, and suppose I'm giving as 20. Okay, so but it will give me the top 20 observation that is currently present in my dataset TNC, right? So if you see this, after sorting, this is giving me something like this index position, all in a haphazard way, right? So it has permanently rearranged my data set. Okay, if I would have written it false here, so that change would we would have seen here, but we would have not seen it in other cells. Okay, so you can see now it is in a haphazard way. Okay, so I had created one column here as new call. Okay, now I want to drop that column. Okay, now I want to drop that column from my data set. Okay, so there is a command. Okay, there is a command called drop. Okay, there is a drop command. So for example, if I write tnc dot drop, okay, tnc dot drop, and then the column that I want to drop it. So here also we have few parameter that we have to pass through. So for example, I want to drop, suppose my this new call. Okay, I want to drop this new call. So first I will pass it my new column. Okay, first I will pass my column name. Okay, then I will pass axis. Okay, then I will pass my axis. Okay, so axis equal to 1 means column, and axis equal to 0 means rows. So right now I'm dropping my column, right? Right now I'm dropping my column, so I will be passing axis equal to 1. Okay, and again we have a parameter in place. Okay, in place equal to true. Okay, so what it will do, it will drop my the last column. Okay, now if I go and see my PNC head as 20, so I will not see my new call. It got dropped. Okay. Okay. Now, if I want to drop rows, okay. Now, if I want to drop rows, so for example, I want to drop PNC dot drop again. Now, I want to drop my rows. Okay. So I have to pass my rows that I want to drop it. Okay. Index that I want to drop it, and then x is equal to 0. Okay. And in this 2. Okay. So this will drop my 0, 1, and 2 index observation. This will drop. Okay. So this would have dropped my 0, 1, and 2 index rows. Okay. Okay. Now, if I want to, for example, now my this index are shuffled, right? My index are shuffled. Okay. Now I want to rearrange my before that uh, let's see about, like, we had a missing value, right? We had a Okay, so we had a missing value in few of our column, right? We had a missing value and we need to drop those missing values. Okay, we need to drop those missing values. Suppose we need to drop those missing value from our data set. Okay, so how we can drop those? By writing drop NA. Okay, so PNC dot drop NA. Okay, so drop NA will help us in dropping the missing values. Okay, and then I'm dropping it row wise. Okay, it will go and check row wise, and wherever it will find missing value, it will drop it. Okay, so let's run and see. Okay, so right now it has given me the output, and I have not dropped it. If I would have assigned to any data set, it would have subsetted it. Okay, and if I would have written it in place equal to true, then it would have updated, means it would have dropped it. Okay, so drop NA will help us in dropping missing value. Now, if I want to drop duplicates, so there might be duplicates uh, in our data set, right? There might be duplicate in our data set, right? So there is a command called drop duplicates. Okay, drop duplicates. So if I go and write pnc dot drop duplicate, okay, underscore drop duplicate, so we will be seeing drop duplicate. Okay, in drop duplicate I am seeing it my p class. For example, I'm seeing in my column p class whether I have a duplicate or not. Okay, so there we have a parameter. So parameter is something like p. Which one we want to keep it, whether it is the first one or the last one. Okay. Okay, suppose I'm giving the first. Okay, and then I'm suppose I'm giving this equal to false. Okay. Good. Not change my data set for now. Okay, so if I see, so I have three. Okay, three index. Okay, where we are getting duplicates. Okay. Okay, after this after this, right now my index are not arranged, right? Not arranged in a sequence way. So we have a command called sort index. Okay, so if I write pnc dot sort underscore index. Okay, so sort index will help us in sorting our data frame. Okay, sorting our data frame. So I want row wise sorting, right? So it will help me again to sort the data set. Okay, sort underscore index. Okay. So after this, we also have like if we want to like we don't want to drop our missing values, right? We want to fill our missing value with some kind of data. Okay, either our user defined data or user defined value or with mean median mode, right? So we have a fill na command also. Okay, that we will discuss it tomorrow. And tomorrow we will also be taking one exercise so that we have like hands-on on that. Okay, so till now any doubt?